Hello. Today I'd like to take you through a note-keeping process that I think will really benefit you in your research project or Genius Hour project. On my screen, I'm showing a handout that I've given to your facilitator to give to you, and I'd kind of like to just walk you through the process so that it's very clear how you're going to use the process of using a Google Doc to take notes. So number one, you're just going to create a simple Google Doc. It's just going to be a blank document. Second, you're going to take any resources that you have and copy paste the direct link, which I'll show you here in the next step, to that article directly into your document. And you're going to take that normal text, here it says, normal text. I'm going to highlight it, and I'm actually going to turn it into one of these heading types. I like to use heading 3 because I find that the font isn't too large, that it takes up way too much real estate, but it also helps me use the very next step, which is the document outline. So I can do View, Show Document Outline, and those headings that I've just turned that link into show up inside the document outline. You can see that I have a few here. Simple Wikipedia for water, regular Wikipedia for water, and then this Use Tools Explore, which I'll show you later. But what's nice is when I click directly on that heading in the outline, I jump right to that section where I've kept the information for that direct link or article in my Google Doc notes. So number 2 is pasting the link directly into the Google Doc, highlighting it and turning it into one of those heading types. I'm encouraging you to use heading type 3. And then number 3, put any notes for that particular link in bullets directly under the link. So here you see I have the Simple Wikipedia for water, and here are some of the notes that I've gotten from the Simple Wiki in this example. So here's what a complete kind of setup for this would look like. If I come over here, here's the article name in a heading. Here's the link to the article in that heading 3. And then in normal text, here are some of the notes. Here again, I've done article name in heading 1, link to the article in heading 3, and then any notes. Now let me add a new article here. So I found this Wikipedia entry that I want to use, or some other really great reference source. Remember, wikis are good as a starting point, but not as my end-all be-all. I'm going to go ahead and copy this link, come back to my notes, and put in heading 1, this is my water Wikipedia entry. Then I'm going to paste that link, select it, choose heading 3, return, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my bullet notes. Here is one thing I learned. And of course, these notes are all in my own words, not directly copy pasted from the article, because I need to use my own words and not steal somebody else's words. So I've got all these articles, all these links. I can do View, Document Outline, go ahead and jump to any of those spots, and you can see as I just click them, it jumps me right to that space on my notes from that Google Doc. So that's one thing I'd encourage you to do inside of your note keeping. Use those heading types to help create some bookmarks so that you can easily find the notes that you're looking for. A second thing that I'd like to show you inside of a Google Doc is a tool called Explore. So if you click on Tools and then you go Explore, what this allows me to do is search Google from right inside my Google Doc. So if I'm doing a research project on water, I can just type in water and I can find entries on the web, images that are copyright friendly to be used directly inside of a presentation, let's say, that I'm creating. And it will also help me search my drive for anything that has the terms that I've used. So here are some things that I've found for water inside my drive. So I can go back to these web results. Here's that wiki. And here's another way that I can use this directly inside of my notes to help me kind of keep track of these things. As I hover over this entry, you see it has some quotations here. I can go ahead and click that, and you'll notice here on my screen a little 1 appears. And that's actually put a citation at the bottom of my notes for me to say I'm citing that entry. So what's really cool is as I write out my paper, I can cite directly inside of my paper. Let's say I'm writing my paper, I put this link directly inside the Explorer. Of course, it's going to find that for me, and I can say, here's what I learned, and I can cite that directly in my notes. And now I am not only copyright friendly and giving credit to the actual author, but I've also given myself a second way to revisit those sources down here at the bottom. So those are the things that I'd like to encourage you to use inside of a Google Doc to keep notes that are clear, easily searchable, and revisitable for you so that you can get the information you need for your project. Thanks for your attention. I hope that you find this helpful, and good luck on your project.